Damien, you've just delivered a pretty powerful presentation to our boys today. Can you just, I guess, give us a little bit of an insight about why you're here today and what you spoke to the boys about?
Yeah, I'm here in honour of Ian Turner, who's a really good friend of mine and a die-hard Dragons fan, and I wanted the team to know when they pull that uniform on for Anzac Day tomorrow the difference that they've made to his family's lives after we lost him. You know, it's immeasurable. You know, the difference that happened just because out of a simple kind gesture by your Dragons staff actually made the biggest difference to his brother's life ever. So just to say thank you, and I think to put that Anzac pride in the uniform that they wear, because that's the power that it has. You know, it saved a life.
You obviously had an amazing sort of career, and you had sort of your ups and downs. And you know, what does Anzac Day, mean for someone like you?
It's a day of reflection. You know, I think you start thinking about everything. I joined because of my grandfather, and he served, and so did both grandfathers served. One was in the Air Force, the rest of us were Army, so he was in the 2nd 17th, so he was in Tobruk, he did all those different parts, and I started thinking back to, what our forefathers did, to get measured even anywhere close to that is, it's a huge thing, and then to have people like Ian keep me alive to the point where being a double amputee with arms that don't really work 100% anymore. I mean, it's such an amazing experience. 56 minutes on the ground, he turned up, and we turned up on game day, and that's a difference between living and dying. So I'm here because of him, and I really appreciate the fact that the Dragons have had me come down and be able to tell that story. So when they put that uniform on tomorrow, I know what they're playing for.
I mean, one of the messages that you gave to the boys was about, toughness and where that sort of comes from. And I guess there's a few synergies there, but, can you maybe just explain a little bit about that and what that means to you and how you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, the toughness, not fitness, was something that I had to sort of grasp, like while I was slowly recovering, I had to work out, and even in the job, you work out that it's, toughness, not fitness basically means you're just not giving up. Everyone's great when the ball's bouncing their way. When it's not, that's when that duress comes in. That's when you start to struggle. But that's also when you find out how good a value you are to a team. When you can put your hand up, keep your hands up to your chest, and keep fighting and pushing forward. That's when the toughness comes through. It's sport, which is very similar, I guess, in a lot of ways to what we used to do. 99% of it's done above your shoulders. That's all in here.
On behalf of, I guess, everyone at the Dragons and on behalf of all our fans, thanks so much for obviously sharing the story with the boys, but also talking to us now so we can share that with our wider fan base. And, really appreciative of you being here.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, and thanks very much to all the George fans for doing what you've done for the Turner family. I really appreciate it, guys.